Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Special guest with us today.
Yes.
He finally made it.
Yeah, he was supposed to be here yesterday.
Damn Puerto Rican Rob, his label rep, had him out drinking
They
the
said
night
you was
before.
out sniffing cocaine, doing tequila shots.
Promoting. I'm always taking tequila shots.
And if he was sniffing cocaine, he'd have been up. Okay.
That's right.
So
you crashed hard, though.
Nah.
Introduce some king, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm here. What's going on? Nah, man, to be 100% real with you, I made a decision. I was out promoting my new album, full speed, February 3rd. Make sure these DJs is, out here spinning the right records. And, just meeting people. I ain't been out here in a minute. And, I like to go to the club.
You ain't go out with Envy? No, I'm playing with you.
I was in Boston. I was in Boston that night.
That's the thing. I was supposed to have a show with Envy that night. Yeah. And then,
I had to cancel because I had to go to Boston.
Cancel. So what happened was I had to find something to do. And then, I decided I was going to stay up for my next interview in the morning, and then they canceled on me.
That's when you do the drugs. You got to stay up, just pop the pill.
But what happened was my next interview canceled, so I had like 4 hours of just sitting in the hotel, like, bro.
That's when you pass out.
And then 30 minutes before, I tapped out, and then woke up, though, and was like, I think it would be better for the interview if we did it the next day, not because I'm drunk. It just wasn't. I wasn't witty enough. I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I got to be in my zone with y'all out here.
Shocked.
You don't be getting high and stuff like that. That's. I mean, I see you tweet about like edibles and stuff. Yeah, it's weed.
Yeah, man.
Nothing.
When I'm in Amsterdam, I take shrooms. I'm not gonna front.
I always say shrooms is my favorite drug.
And shrooms is fun, yo. It's natural.
You just have to be. That's what I say, and you have to be in a really good mood when you take it, because if you're not in a good mood, you have a terrible trip.
I had an amazing trip.
You ever had a bad one though on shrooms?
Nah.
Okay, because
I make sure, like, if I have any mind about having a bad trip,
can't take that.
Close all the closets and all that before you do it. Everything I'm not going to the bathroom and doing the over the mirror thing, and you know what I'm saying.
So what's an amazing trip? Because I always hear about bad ones. Like my dude told me he did shrooms one time, and everything was like Super Mario Brothers.
Right? Yeah, the amazing trip.
That sounds amazing.
No, that was just some crazy
club. It was some crazy club. Like the ceiling was all like lights that was just going crazy, and then I couldn't see nobody's face. It was like a video game. I kept telling people, I was like, I feel like I'm in a comic book. Everything just moving, just fast paced. You don't even remember like the last 5 seconds. We were just having fun for a long time.
I felt like I was in Alice in Wonderland or something.
Yeah, really I actually saw Alice in Wonderland off shrooms.
See?
It was crazy. The colors was amazing.
And I saw Winnie the Pooh. I saw
what?
No, I did. I saw Eeyore.
You saw him?
Wait, what?
You saw Winnie the Pooh?
I was like, what movie you saw? Oh, you saw him.
No, they was with me.
Oh, that's dope. See, that's the thing. I've never had nobody physically there that wasn't there. Like, and I didn't see anything like crazy before or nothing like that.
Well, my friend's boyfriend turned into Eeyore while we were playing Pictionary.
That's a lot of Winnie the Pooh. Did you watch Winnie the Pooh like recently? Like a lot.
That says a lot about her subconscious.
What?
That the fact that you see Winnie the Pooh and you hallucinate.
She thinks about honey and all that.
Yeah,
exactly.
A guy with a cut off shirt and no pants.
He's kinky, yo.
That's who Winnie the Pooh is.
Now, one thing I can say about you, Kid Ink, man, you stay out of the way, man. You get a lot of radio play, but it's like all about music with you. You don't ever see you in the news for no DUIs, no domestic violence, nothing crazy.
Nah, man.
Yeah, where's your girlfriend today? I usually see you with her.
She's the room taking a nap.
Lucky her, right?
Now she getting ready for just the rest of the day, and then I got the flight out later, so over there packing. It's early, man.
So last year you took to Paris for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So what are you doing this Valentine's Day?
You gonna ruin it?
Dubai.
Nah, I gotta.
You going to Dubai?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You know what,
Dubai,
man? What happens is
Dubai, man.
I was just there. Dubai's cool. It's hotter than this,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like promoters always help me out.
Okay.
I'm always in a good situation where I get booked on holidays or Valentine's, and it's just like, where you going this year? Let me call my booking agent.
See, they booked me in Brooklyn, man. I can't bring the wife to Brooklyn.
Why not? Hey, Brooklyn is a great borough.
No, it's not. Not for Valentine's Day.
Yes, it is. There's a lot of things you could do in Brooklyn.
I'll pass.
Okay.
How have you managed to like hold on to your day one? Because you're getting a lot of love out here, man. I'm sure it's a lot of chicks throwing the box at you 100 miles per hour, sir.
Boxy. Really, I mean, she's there.
Yeah,
so
she don't play that.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Well, she's not there all the time now. 'Cause like, the road's stressful. As soon as you're there for a week, it's just like, I'm tired, I'm going home. I'm going to do regular stuff. So she'll come on the road for a week and get to see, what's going on. And I think, I have a little bit of, she gives me some space because, it's a stressful job. I can't do nothing always about the fans and what people do. You know what I'm saying? You've seen how people come up and run and kiss people in the face in the middle of the night. You can't really do nothing about that kind of stuff sometimes. So
you ain't never cut a bitch? Punch the bitch?
Why would he do that?
Not you, it's his girl.
No, not me.
Oh.
Maybe. I didn't see it. I'm not gonna see it.
I'm not gonna
If TMZ didn't see it, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But y'all probably be FaceTiming when she's not there.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I haven't really I've never been in a FaceTime like that. It's hard for me to look at the screen and
then you gotta hold it at the right angle so you don't look crazy.
And then I'm looking at myself the whole time, like what I look like. I look crazy right now. Yeah. You're not even looking at the other person. You're looking at your little.
Sure I look okay.
They box is this little, and my box will be the one in the background. Son. Yeah.
Now you work with Chris Brown so much, right?
Right.
Are you guys gonna do a whole album together?
Y'all might as well. Y'all look like y'all popped off the same gremlin. It's the same. Y'all the same person.
No, but seriously, because I was really
and
thinking
Tiger.
that because it's like how many songs
Are
you
the
guys
same
have
person.
together?
Me and
And all
Chris probably got
singles.
about like 5 records total that we've done, and I think 3 have come out. So it's 2 from the first album, and then we just dropped one the other day.
And all 3 of them are singles. Why not
Yeah,
do
I
a whole
mean,
album together?
Records, yeah.
It's not. All 3 of them are singles, and it's not like of course I wasn't going in like, all right, we got this Chris Brown record for the next one's about to instantly be the single. I knew it was gonna be a single, but I think it's really when the album came out, the fans it was track 5 on iTunes without a title, and it was #1 on HipHop.
Wow.
And I was just like, y'all don't even really know what you're buying. Like I could change the track, and y'all could be buying something else later. But from there, I think it's just easy work. I come into the studio with the records that I think he's gonna vibe with, and it's usually on the same page and knocks him out, man.
Did y'all have a relationship before music? Because it
Before we
seems
did
very
records?
organic.
I mean, we met and ran into each other. I think it's the circles we run around. I'm from L.A. I'm born and raised. He's out in L.A. running with, a lot of the same just people that I've grown up with. So it's easy contact as far as that.
They said
Sure y'all not family,
They said
dog?
Karuchi introduced you guys.
Crucci didn't introduce us. I
went to
met
high school
Karuchi
with
in like
Karuchi, right?
10th grade or something like that.
You went to high school with her?
Fairfax High School.
Did you finger or anything back
Shut
in the day?
up.
Damn it, man.
That's so
That's Chris's
disrespectful.
guy.
Why would you say that?
I asked a question.
I've never
No.
talked to
Okay.
Karuchi.
Thank you.
You're a pervert.
Y'all could be family, though. You, Chris, and Tiger got to be related in some way.
It's in some way, huh?
Because were they light skin?
Yes.
Some deadbeat dad out there getting off on everybody.
Now you do
Making
Lucius.
songs,
Lucius
right?
from Empire is all of y'all
No,
fathers.
stop.
Now you did a song with Fifth Harmony.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
a big song for them.
I was actually just helping write on the album. So I had about 2 records that were, potential to make it from me working that. Like one of the records these are actually records that we did when I did the Body Language session. So I was in there with Stargate and Cashmere Cat, and we cut like 6 records that day, and 2 of them ended up going to their project, and then
Wow.
they picked the one up featuring me, and then it still went out there too.
You smashing any of Fifth Harmony?
Nah, I've never actually met anybody from
He has
Fifth
a
Harmony.
girlfriend, Charlamagne. What is wrong with you?
Oh,
Never
yeah,
met
yeah,
nobody.
yeah. I saw you in the studio with Exhibit, too.
Yeah, man. Exhibit got his own radio show out in L.A. right now, so he invited me over to the studio. That was the first time I met him.
Oh, so y'all weren't working on no music or nothing like that?
He played me some songs, but I wasn't working on no records. I had, I just been promoting. I finished the album. I'm chilling right now.
Do
You still
you give your honest feedback when somebody like Exhibit's like, hey, man, check out my new music? You sitting there like, come on, Exhibit, man.
Nah, I mean, I honestly only heard one record, and the record I heard, I told him what it was. I said, this sounds like it's for a movie or something. Like, I'm not going to say this is for the radio or this is your next single. I tell you what it could work for instead of telling you I don't, like the record completely.
Exhibit could snap, though. He could rap his ass off.
Right. I mean, Exhibit has some. I think I bought the first album. You know what I'm saying? He got records. I don't put it past him. It's just, that Pimp My Ride thing probably threw everybody off. It's like new fans that only know him from that.
From
So
Pimp My
when
Ride.
it's
Pimp My
like,
Ride, yeah.
right, it's like a whole new generation that don't know none of them records. They just like, that's the guy from Pimp My Ride. I'm like, yeah.
He's
I
a
told
rapper,
y'all when
yeah.
I was at the airport, this little dude was trying to clown this other dude, and he was like, you know what Exhibit has? Oh, Pimp My Ride ass. The dude was like 17. They was clowning each other. I was
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't say that to Exhibit Face, though. He probably knock you out. He's not a little guy. He definitely, you know what I'm saying, think about the old records, but we had some fun. We was smoking out.
yeah.
You still get tattoos?
I try. I got one on my
I
head the
can
other
see it
day.
at the side of your head.
Right, but I think
That's a press play button?
Yeah, I had a cool little idea, but I'm running out of room. I'm coming up with ideas, and then I'm looking in the mirror for a good 45 minutes. Like,
Where can I put it?
only put some stuff on your legs, and then some waste of
You
time.
know what's
Everybody
next.
see it.
You got to get your done.
What? Charlamagne, what is wrong
You
with
might
you?
have had it done already. Why don't you ask me if you had it done, sir?
And that's not a question for me to ask. Angela,
That's where
ask
you
that
get
question.
your girl's name tattooed on your penis, right?
I don't know. I've
That
thought
probably would
about
hurt.
how that doesn't work. I just don't see how that
Because the
works.
skin there, when the skin is that
Right.
thin in a certain area, it really
It
hurts.
seems like that hurts, man.
First of all, when just I'm not
What
even
part
gonna get
hurts?
into that.
And then when it's not hard, it probably look weird. Like
Right, the scabbing. I'm not trying to. And then you got itchy all day. What kind of shit is that? You walk around scratching it all like vigorously.
Which one hurt the most?
Hand tattoos, fingers, all like like you said, it's where the skin is thin and it's more like bone though is where it hurts the most, more than like the skull and the face don't feel like nothing.
Really?
Was that your first obsession, tattoos? Like,
yeah, I think it was like 15, 16 years old. I was just always drawing low-key on myself with a pen, and I honestly was drawing on myself and showing the tattoo artist, like, let me get this. And he would go right over the ink. I don't know if that was damaging back in the day to have, like, actual pen ink on me, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, that's how it started. And then from there, the tattoo shop was around the corner, so it was literally, I'm running over there, working, cleaning tools, staying up till 2 in the morning when it closed, and then they're like, all right, you want something? Yeah, practice on me. Let's get it.
Now, there's a lot of artists that you work with that everybody respects you in the industry. So how did you decide who to put on your album?
I usually try to, features, I do the songs first and then see who could sound good on this, pay attention to I'm a fan of music in general, so I'm always paying attention to what's going on, who's hot, just in the street and just on the radio. And it's like, from there, I try to go after, people that are my peers, people that I've run into. I don't like chasing features if I don't know you, because that's when it starts getting a little personal, when people don't hit you back. Or, you know what I'm saying? Stuff gets mixed up, or even when they don't really know your vibe. And,
you see that? When people don't hit him back.
He's sensitive.
You know what I mean?
But it feels like a lot of people would hit you back and want to work with you. I can't imagine that you can't get, you've had proven success and track record. And
I think that way. I mean, I usually try to look at those benefits for my career when I'm going up features, but other people don't care, I guess. When you're in your zone, you're in your moment, especially when you getting features from like probably bigger people. Like if you out here and then you got a Wayne feature, you probably feel like, I don't need no getting feature. You need to get a feature from me. Where it's like people don't want to meet in the middle and understand how you could benefit from both sides.
Did you download Lil Wayne's mixtape that he just put out?
I didn't get a chance to.
He was tweeting about you the other day. He was tweeting about the Hot Boy record.
Yeah, man. He was tweeting about the Hot Boy record, which was dope. That was my first acknowledgement, you know what I'm saying, time ever talking to Weezy, just getting any type of respect from that, side of things. So it was dope to really see that, and for it to be a record that's not, it's not like it's a record that's spinning everywhere. So for him to hear it, whoever played it for him, appreciate it, or whoever, who heard it, the DJ, all that good stuff.
Did you reach out to him after that? Like, hey, let's.
Yeah, I did. Tried to actually be a part of the mixtape, but he was like, man, if we would have got that done like 2 days ago, it could have got done. So I think, we're going to try to do something for just whatever his next situation is.
I was working with R. Kelly, because I see R. Kelly's on the album.
R. Kelly, I wasn't actually able to get in the studio, but we've been communicating, trying to work for the last album. We had a record that just didn't.
You do know he peed on a little girl, right?
Allegedly.
No, that was
amazing tape, by the way.
He was found not guilty.
That was allegedly.
That's child pornography. If you saw that.
Stop it. Y'all want to throw Bill Cosby under the bus, but you saw a tape of R. Kelly and it's allegedly.
Bill Cosby under the bus. He was found not guilty.
He was found not guilty.
Said it wasn't him, sir.
But he did pee on a little girl, right?
And that's child pornography. If you saw that.
Yeah.
I didn't bother you
like that. I was a little boy when that happened, so I don't think I processed it as well. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was pretty funny. The rest of the tape wasn't peeing, but
the eating part was amazing. I learned how to eat because of R. Kelly in that tape.
He put on for sure.
Did that make you want to try that when you saw R. Kelly doing that for hours?
Not at that time.
Clarify what you tried.
Like I said, I was a little boy. I was like, what is going on?
You're like, that's gross. That's where the doo-doo comes out.
Right.
What about when he came on the girl, then he peed, and he came again in a matter of 30 seconds? Come, pee, come.
Oh, my God.
Man, he was going full speed. Man, he was going full speed.
Did you think about that?
When we was in we didn't get in the studio, but when I sent him the record, I'm thinking like, all right, it's R. Kelly, and he sent me back the record, and I was like, yo, he didn't do the parts that I, really wanted him to do. So I'm like, how do you tell R. Kelly like, yo, nah,
I need you to go back in.
Not that I don't like what you did, but I just need you to, if you could just add this and then tweak this part and then move this, and then I'm even, moving stuff around and turning stuff up and down. You're like, he's going to be mad at me. He going to not want to do the record now. But it was all good. He sent the record back. He went back in the studio and redid stuff and, sent it even back crazy.
But if he can't listen to you, then why would you want to work with him? Because you have good ears. I mean, come on.
Right, but I feel like it's something you got to still show and prove, especially if it's like, I've talked to R. Kelly, but I don't know what his favorite song. I don't know if he really rock with my records like that more so than just respect the brand and what I'm doing. So from there, it's like, I got to show and prove and earn these people respect, man, and really do that.
Let's talk about your brand. You feel like your music is bigger than you? Cause I feel like you could be marketed a little better as a person.
Right.
You know?
I think that's my fault. I think, my whole plan in the beginning, like I tell people, is because coming from the West Coast, I felt like we were stuck in such a box at the time when I was coming up, to where people wanted specific sound. They wanted everybody to be the next Game and all of that. To where I thought it was more important not to really stress about my personal and where I was from and give people too much besides the music first, and let them appreciate that, and then put two and two together when they're like, oh, that's the same guy who does this. I was interested in what he did, and I didn't even know that was his record. And then I think it was better. I'm saying for the growth. I'm not a person who's in a rush to, to succeed over the top. Yeah.
What about other artists? Are you signing other artists?
You said, am I signing other artists? Yeah, I just signed this cat from Arizona, Vita Ruler. He's a crazy spitter, more of a go-in spitter, and I'm trying to help just develop his songwriting skills, and I think he's gonna be a crazy artist. And then got a bunch of different little producers. I got Ned Cameron, who does a lot of my big records, and then we working.
Because it seems like a natural progression for you.
Brick Baby Shitro, he's on a Hot Boy record.
Let them get to know you a little bit more before you start signing artists, man.
I mean, yeah, I'm not in a rush to but it's at the same time, I want people to know that it's not just me out there working. I got a team and group of people. These are still people that motivate me in the studio and who inspire me to go harder. So I feel like at the same time, they're getting their shine in their moments without me even having to force it. I think it was just I remember reading something Kendrick said a long time ago, how it was just their plan was everybody get their own fan base, this and that, and then come together in the, and it just looks better that way without over forcing it. The fans come together.
Now, you've been with your girl for a long time. How long you been together?
6 years.
Okay, so does she go through your social media and Instagram and make sure you ain't DMing and tweeting people?
Yeah.
Did you have to explain this tweet? You said, I saw you. You said, Wildin' Out Girls. You said every time you see one, Tupac All About You starts playing in your head. I know she asked you about that. I know what this.
She actually missed that, and then somebody else brought it up in front of her, and then I had to explain it. But it wasn't that bad. It was she thought it was funny. To an extent, she was like, "You really said something about the Wild Out Girls? What'd you say?" And then I told her what I said, and she thought it was funny. It was just,
Well, what does it mean?
But that's me just trying to, like I said, I'm trying to be a little bit more personal with just my thoughts. And I was watching Wildin' Out, and that was the first thought that came to my head.
Tupac, it's all about.
When I'm watching, because it's a lot of those just girls. I thought it was funny more so on Nick Cannon. I was like, yo, Nick Cannon really goes out there and finds all the popular internet video girls, people that I see always just in different clubs or whatever the fact may be.
Basically, you was just saying they hoes. I see them saying hoes everywhere is what you're saying.
I know a couple of those girls, man. They good people.
I do too.
Some of them other girls.
I know a couple of them very well.
He was talking one earlier today, just before you got in here.
She's not one of them, sir.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
You get your cook on too, right?
Oh man, I'm out of here with the chef work. I'm right now my favorite specialty dish is my lobster burrito.
I saw you tweet that, yeah.
It's crazy. I might sell it. I'm really, I might get a truck just for that one burrito and some fries, and that's it.
How'd you learn how to do that? You was just sitting around bored?
I was a fat boy when I grew up. I was always into cooking, mixing up stuff, and just making fat boy meals. And I think from there, just really paid attention to it, really, step my game up. And just, it's like, I could make that at home. I feel like when I go to restaurants, I'd be like, this is great. I'm about to go home and
I do the
this
same
to
thing.
it. It's about to be crazy.
I can tell you a super weed smoker.
Man.
You thinking stuff
All
like
day.
that, you smoke a lot of marijuana.
And sometimes the food you make at home is way better than anything you could buy anywhere.
Fresh.
You know exactly what you like.
It's just cleaning up after, though. That's the problem.
Right, yep. That's the problem, and that's why I have maids come twice a week.
How'd you avoid the whole gang lifestyle? How'd you avoid having to be a blood or crip or whatever?
I think I was somebody who was lucky enough to have a lot of friends who were, I guess, doing that situation for me. Who I was still around all these guys and still in the circles, but they weren't, asking me or forcing me to do none of that. I think they a lot of people saw the bigger picture because I got into music early.
Right.
So it was like I said, I used to run with Nipsey. I produced his first single. I was in the same circles. I was right there on Slauson. I used to, stay in the same neighborhoods, go to the same schools. So, I used to get banged on in front of my house every day, go home and bro, my door right there. You gonna really bang on me right here? So it's like I had the opportunities, but then I just saw the outcome, man. And I saw a lot of people just
smart.
Right, I had a lot of friends go to jail and die around me early. I got homies that I went to school with that's in for life, and I got homies that didn't make it past 11th grade. So it's like you kind of look at it like, nah, man, that's not really. And I'm lazy. I always used to tell people, like,
I'm too lazy.
as soon as y'all had a gang meeting, you're going to have a gang meeting, and I'm going to wake up like, today, not the day. I'm not going to the meeting today. I see y'all later. I'm about to play GTA all day. I'm not doing, like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I think I would have gotten in trouble because I'm just not
showing up for those meetings.
Yeah, like, and then as soon as the big homie would have said something crazy, I'd be like, I don't care who you are, bro. Like, and then, you know what I'm saying, that kind of stuff doesn't.
You got shot and stabbed.
Right, just from not being in order, you know what I'm saying? That's why I can never do gangs, frats, like all that in order stuff where military, like, I just can't.
But they respected your talent enough to be like.
Right, and they respected that I was making them beats too. Like, all these people were, you know what I'm saying, LA, I felt like it was a lot of people trying it out, seeing if they could be artists, seeing what worked, man, and you know, I was making beats for all these guys.
Somebody told me that neutral guys get it the worst sometime though.
Kinda, cause I mean, I feel like it just depends. When they know you not on BS or they know you don't want to be on BS, they, you know what I'm saying, nitpick at you just to look better in front of their homies. But I ain't never been jumped or nothing like that. Ain't nobody ever beat me up. So
you said banged on though. What's banged on?
Getting banged on is just where you from or why you around here. I live here.
I live right here.
Right, yeah, you know what I'm saying? All
home.
that stuff. What you got, you know what I'm saying? People try to pocket check you, rob you, all that. I ain't never been robbed either, though, so I don't know about none of that.
All right. Well, we appreciate you joining us this morning, sir.
Yeah, I'm here.
When the album comes out February 3rd.
February 3rd.
Full speed.
Hot Boy's a tough tune, though. It seems a little harder, though, than the stuff that you've been delivering on the radio. Like, a little more aggressive.
I think I always make that kind of music. I listen to that type of music. I think I'm always, you know what I'm saying, just trying new things. My biggest problem is, like I've been explaining to people, is I know how the game works. I know that I'm going to need a single first.
Right.
So, you know, when I go into the studio for that first 2 weeks, I'm usually focused on, all right, this is the kind of beats I'm going to work on this time, and this is the kind of records I'm going to try to get off, present them to the label, hoping that they're going to pick 1 out of 10, and they be like, let's take 7 of those.
Wow.
I'm just like, nah, I don't know. No, let's try to just get this one on this person, and then they'll come back with, this person said they want to get on this feature. I'm just like, bro, now how am I supposed to argue with you if you done already threw all the features on the song and stuff like that? So I think, you know, I understand a little bit more how to play that game with this project. And, you know what I'm saying? I was a little bit more like, I'm only send them these. I'm going to tuck these records and then send them these. And then, you know what I'm saying, make it to where it was harder to fill it up with a bunch of singles, just poppy singles, man. I try to work on everything. But I had the mixtape come out. It's a little bit more stronger street stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think that's when I do that, when I give the fans more freestyles. Right now I'm working on the alumni, like, mixtape album compilation project, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, that's going to be a little bit more of a thing where I'm showcasing the artists around me and the people who are, you know what I'm saying, grinding. I think, you know, we do a lot more than just radio records. I just understand that side.
That's a good gift to have, to make a radio record. Some artists can't do it the same day in life.
One for nothing.
Trust me.
Actually, man, but I had to prove it to myself.